Okay, now I'm going to show you how to put the salmon together with the marinade. This is the salmon that I use. I get it from Trader Joe's, and it's the fresh Alaskan salmon. I love their salmon. I've tried other store salmon and I don't like it as much, so I stick with what I like. So and it has the skin on it, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to take the skin off because I personally don't like the skin. So I just open up the pack, kind of like this, and I just took it out the freezer. And the reason why I do that is so that the skin is easier to take off. And see, I paid $9.89 for this piece of salmon, and I can eat off of it a couple of times. See the size of that salmon? So I'm just going to open it up and take the salmon out. See the skin on it? Some people like the skin, but I just don't like the skin, so I just leave it in the freezer until I'm ready to marinate it, and I just pull the skin off. See, the skin is easier to get off to me if the fish is frozen, but if it's not frozen, if you try this straight from the store, it takes off the fish too. See how just the skin is coming off? So I just continue to pull that off, and it's pretty easy because the fish is frozen. So I just continue to pull the skin off, and voila, you have skin and fish. And then I discard the skin because I don't like the skin. I'm going to get the marinade ready for the fish. Okay, I'm going to whisk together. Let me show you what I'm going to be using here to marinate the fish. This is what my marinade is going to consist of. I'm going to use orange juice, honey, and I'm going to use a low sodium. This is a vegetarian soy sauce. I like this soy sauce better because it has less sodium in it, and I just love the taste of it. It's from an Asian store, so I'm not sure who else would sell it, but we get it from the Asian store. And then I'm going to use a light cooking olive oil. I don't care for olive oil that much, so it has to be, this one is extra light tasting, so that's even better. And then I'm going to use some minced garlic. And then I also cut up a little ginger. So this is what the marinade is going to consist of. So I'm going to do 1/4 cup of the orange juice. It's going to shake this up a little bit. Shake, 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 shake. See? Or either you can use an orange. You can just squeeze the juice out of an orange, but I didn't feel like doing all of that. And you need like 1/4 cup of the juice from an orange or orange juice. So I'm doing the lazy version. I'm going to use orange juice. This is 1/4 cup. I'm going to pour this 1/4 cup into here. Just have a little fun with it. And then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of the honey. So let's get the top off of the honey. This is going to be really, really good salmon fish. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. That's 1, and another tablespoon of honey. And this recipe is orange salmon recipe. I'm gonna call it honey and orange salmon recipe. It's going to be really delicious. You have to try it. And then I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. Let's just get that in there. 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. And you can use any soy sauce you like. This is just the kind that I like. It's really delicious, this soy sauce. But you can use whatever soy sauce you're used to using. Okay, that's 1. And I'm going to do 1 more tablespoon of soy sauce. Just have a little fun with it. You can use as much of whatever you like. If you want more soy sauce, then do that. Then I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of the olive oil. So let's pour that. And we're just mixing all of this stuff together. Oh, that's a little more than a tablespoon, but we'll let that slide this time. That's the olive oil. And then I'm going to use some of the garlic, the minced garlic. It says 2 cloves, so I'm just going to kind of just put in some. You can use as much of the garlic as you like. And then I'm going to put in my ginger. This ginger smells so strong. It has a really strong aroma to it. So I'm sure it's going to make the fish taste awesome. Then we're just going to mix all this together. Let me put the top back on the orange juice. You can drink the rest of it. So then I'm just going to mix this up, kind of whisk it together. I have a whisk here, but I don't know. I think it's just easier or just as good with the fork. So just stir all that together. Get some more of this honey and oil and stuff out of my spoon here. I want every drop. Okay, there we go. And then make sure that's all whipped up together. Doesn't that look good? Almost looks like you can drink it, right? Has a strong smell to it because of the ginger and the garlic. And then I'm going to put my fish down in a bag. See, I'm just going to open up the bag. Now remember, the fish is still frozen. See our salmon here, front and back? Put the salmon inside the bag. And then just pour your marinade over it. Watch this. Just have some fun with it. You know, it's your own personal recipe, so you can put more or less of whatever you like. And then I'm going to close this up and just kind of work it, because I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight actually. But you can refrigerate it for up to 20 minutes or an hour if you like want to cook it right away. But I'm going to use this for my meal prep for the week, so I'm going to put it in the refrigerator overnight, and then I will come back and show you how our salmon turned out. It's going to be delicious. You have to try it, so I'll come back once it's done. Okay, here's the fish out of the oven. I baked this about 45 minutes, maybe 20 minutes on each side. And see how delicious that came out. You can see the seasonings. And what I actually ended up doing was adding my everyday seasoning to it, because I was afraid that it wouldn't have enough flavor to it. But doesn't that look delicious? You see, this part came apart. See how nice and tender that looks? And then what I do, I drop the fish. Then what I do, I rinse my fish off.